Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is about to go crazy within the next few days and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's pre-market analysis video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, alright? So let's get started. The market was very choppy, as I told y'all this morning, and it was in this chop fed zone for a while, and now we broke out. We finally reached 4,200, and honestly, it is on time. It is on time. Could this thing go higher? I think that we could open up at around the same price. I don't think we're gonna go too far from this level. 0.6% into the open is good, and then there may be a continuation up towards like the 210, maybe even 220. So as of right now, again, I told you I'm not bearish on the market just yet, and I think we can go just a little bit higher. I will follow up on this one again in the morning, all right? But for the stock of this video, the stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list is TLRY. TLRY. All right, and the reason why I want to talk about TLRY is because today had a pretty solid day, right? Number two, it's been done this downtrend right here. Again, if you're short selling this stock, you should get out, all right? You shouldn't get too greedy. Again, the stock gave people two opportunities to get out of this thing. It gave everybody one right here for all of the short sellers, and then it was generous enough to like tell you like, hey, like seriously, like get out, cover your puts, cover your shares to short, get out completely because we're about to run. And right now I think it's looking very bullish. Today it broke out of a previous level of support, or it's a previous level of resistance, and it's breaking out with strength. And right now we're at the lows. It's very early. There is a lot of room to run over here within the next few weeks. I would definitely not short this. Again, like I said, if you're still shorting the stock, consider exiting, because I think bulls are about to take over on the stock. All right, so the same thoughts applies to not just the stock, it also applies to ACB, which is another stock in this sector. All right, if you actually look closely, I like what I'm seeing here. There's a falling wedge on the chart right there, right over here. All right, and it wants to fly. So keep that one in your watch list. Keep this entire sector in your watch list for the next few days. I'm definitely not bearish on this sector. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest, since y'all asked some wonderful questions as always. The first one that we're going to address is GSX. All right, and GSX has been crushed for so long. It's been crushed since $149 all the way down here. It looks like it has room to run. When is it going to run? It could be sooner than most people would expect. All right, could it happen tomorrow? Maybe. Definitely keep this one in your watch list. I don't think we're going to drop to the 20s again. I think we're either gonna consolidate or just climb higher. All right, within the next few weeks. I'm not bearish on this one yet. I wouldn't tell anybody to short this, and I would definitely tell the short sellers to not be greedy and to take their money off the table before they get squeezed. That's my very honest opinion of this stock. The next one that somebody asked about was PDD. All right, and PDD have been trying to recover since the highs as well. I'm not bearish on it. Long-term investors are currently holding up the stock right at this level at the 120 range, and this stock may actually follow the market to the T. We'll see what happens with it. I think it could open up, if it opens up a little bit higher at like 145, we could see a squeeze. Like we could see a tremendous squeeze on this one. So I like this one. This one is a good stock to trade. Keep this one on your watch list. There could be some action on this one tomorrow. There really could be. There really could be. The next one that we're going to be discussing. Somebody also asked for a follow-up on PTON. All right. In PTON, I gave y'all a warning about this head and shoulders on here. And I also told y'all, again, all of my drawings are still on the chart. I told y'all that if you're considering shorting this thing and it consolidates at the neckline, you should be terrified. Like you really should be scared. Again, I'm talking about the short sellers, not the longs. The longs are probably chilling on the sidelines, just waiting for the short sellers to panic and be scared. Because again, this line right here, we may actually see that thing curl on that neckline and actually move higher. I don't think it's gonna break. I really don't think so. We will see. We will see. Again, at this point, it's kind of like a guessing game. I'm not gonna say, oh, I know exactly where it's gonna happen, but I do keep that in the back of my mind. I am on the sidelines, just like a lot of you are on the stock. I'm just chilling to see what happens next, and it has earnings coming up very, very soon. That could be a deciding factor of where this stock may go, right? So just again, have patience. It's gonna make its decision at some point. That's my very honest opinion of that one. The next one that we're going to be addressing in this video, we're going to talk about some earnings play. Again, for all of y'all who are new, who do not know how we do things here. In regards to earnings, again, I tell all of you, do not participate through it. And if you're going to do it, manage your risk accordingly. Now, here's a perfect example of what not to do. All right, Microsoft had earnings. Before this thing happened, before they had earnings report, the market cap of Microsoft was at 1.98 trillion. And then immediately after the report itself, it just tanked immediately. And all of the calls, again, anybody who bought YOLO calls on here, let's look at that chain real quick. The sad part about this is that, like, even if you bought puts, and you were not like close to the money, you got annihilated on this one. And it's not just like this expiration, it's also the next one and the other ones. Look, it's a lose-lose situation. This is why we don't do it. This is what I tell y'all. Again, don't do it. It's 150% gambling, and when it doesn't work, everybody gets screwed. It's not wise to do so. All right, but some instances, again, here is another scenario. Facebook demolished earnings, right, as it has a reputation for crushing earnings. This is not the first time I've seen something like this. Everybody who bought calls on this, again, congratulations. I did not participate in this, nor did I tell y'all to buy this thing. I did not even feature it at all. Again, earnings, very, very risky. The same thing that happened to Microsoft could have happened to this one. Again, y'all got lucky. Congrats. Enjoy your gains. Don't get too greedy. Could it go higher? I think it could. I definitely think it could. The market is pushing higher right now, and it could open up at like 330 and then start running to like 340, maybe even 345. So this is another one that you want to consider for a long play tomorrow. All right, but not for too long though. Again, we're trading at the highs, people. Like I always say, keep in the back of your mind that the top is like almost near, and that the market could roll over at any point in time. So yeah, be cautious as we're trading at the highs. The next one that we're gonna talk about is skills. Apparently this is a very popular one and people are talking about it all over. Where is this thing gonna go? I have no idea. I really have no idea. There was an amazing opportunity to trade this to the long side, and then after that it just started rolling over like every other stock that is considered trendy, like your Palantir, your Plug, your CCIV, your MVIS, all of those. As soon as they hit after that, they just all started trending down. Again, I think it might just consolidate all the way until earnings. And then earnings is going to decide its fate, whether it's going to spike to 25 or pretty much like stay flat in this region right here. Right over here. All right. I'm not involved in it. I don't have any I don't have any positions to the long side or to the short side. I'm just be watching this one to see. Again, if I don't know where it's gonna go, I'm definitely not trading it. If you don't know where it's going, don't trade. It's okay to be on the sideline sometimes. It's all right. it's all right. So that is my very honest opinion on the stock, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma in the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Weibo. Use my very first link in the description below. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Enjoy the outro.